And mental health plays such a big part in how a person is able to integrate well into society, into finding jobs and holding jobs and living a really good quality life. I came to Canada as a refugee myself. I used to experience a lot of panic attacks. We train the brain to feel less stress and trauma and anxiety. And then I did not know what was happening to me. It took me a long time to figure out that what I was experiencing was called panic attacks.
Assalamu alaikum. You're watching Muslim Network TV, and this is GTA Muslims Today. This is day 3 of Muslim Fest here in Mississauga, where I got the opportunity to meet Sakeena Mihar, who is the founder of SAVYN Tech, and I'm going to ask her a few questions about her company and why she decided to start it. So Sakeena, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
And tell us a little bit more about SAVYN Tech and the work that you're doing.
Yeah, SAVYN is a digital platform that we provide free mental health services in English, Arabic, French, and Spanish to refugees and newcomers who find it difficult to settle and integrate into life. They've experienced really difficult things and they've survived a lot of trauma coming into a new country, learning a new language, and plus they've experienced really bad things back home. And a lot of the settlement work is mostly focused on language, finding a job, which is all important, but mental health is quite often overlooked. And mental health plays such a big part in how a person is able to integrate well into society, into finding jobs and holding jobs and living a really good quality life. So we provide this free resource that is based on neuroscience. It's not traditional mental health strategies. We train the brain to feel less stress and trauma and anxiety in just 5 to 6 weeks. And this is all available for free, which is funded by the North Point Foundation. And we also work in other parts of the world as well.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the neuroscience part of it? How exactly does that work?
Yeah, so it works on the brain's ability to access different frequencies. So our brain works with different frequencies, the alpha, beta, theta. And alpha is when somebody is in almost like a flow state, when somebody is, let's say, doing yoga or zikr or in salah. When a brain is in that state, we are able to access like the difficult traumatic memories that have been hidden away. And we use eye movements to be able to reprogram the brain to say, like whatever is the trigger. So for example, for me personally, the reason I started on this journey is I came to Canada as a refugee myself. I used to experience a lot of panic attacks. And for me, one of the triggers was hearing the sirens that go by. So anytime I heard the sirens, I would get panic attacks and I thought I was back at war. So that's your brain tricking you from something that happened in the past to say that it's happening to you now. So through this neuroscience-based platform, we are able to retrain the brain and say, hey, this is what happened in the past. Right now you're safe. And this is based on an existing modality called EMDR, which has been used for 20 plus years in refugee camps very successfully, but not that accessible because there isn't enough EMDR therapists that's available to treat all the newcomers that are coming in. So we have digitized that onto our platform, and we have also used trauma-informed manner and also in a culturally appropriate way because our communities that are coming in needs to have it in a culture and in the context that we work in.
And what motivated you to start this?
So this is, again, my personal journey. I came to Canada as a refugee. I've experienced the war firsthand. It was very difficult for me to be in a place where there wasn't a constant threat to my life or like bombings or hearing the sirens. And then I did not know what was happening to me. It took me a long time to figure out that what I was experiencing was called panic attacks. And then it was only when about 8 years after settling in Canada, I was able to access mental health care. And my background is in technology. I was able to then use technology to provide this care for a lower cost and in a more accessible way so that more vulnerable communities have access to it.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us. I feel like this is incredible work that you're doing, and we definitely need more people like you because mental health is something that's often not talked about, especially in our communities. So thank you all for watching. This has been Muslim Network TV, and I've been your host, Aylia Batool.